Shell, Wisconsin, where a hearing is underway for Morgan Geyser. She was originally committed to a mental health facility for nearly stabbing her friend to death in 2014. A judge granted Geyser a conditional release just earlier this year, but stayed that decision after the facility filed a petition to have her release revoked. Let's go back into court together now. The release program supervisor, Nicole Whitaker, is still on the witness stand being asked questions about that petition.
Overruled. Witness can answer.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Sure. Was there any information about this individual JP that was relevant to your assessment of Ms. Geyser's risk to herself or the community?
Yes, but it was also concerning for Ms. Geyser. And when we talk about risk to the community, she is included in that assessment, and he had things directly relating to her on his Facebook page, so yes, that was concerning.
What types of things relating to Ms. Geyser was on his social media accounts?
I'm going to object on relevance grounds. And I'm happy to make further argument.
I'm going to overrule the objection. I think it's relative and probative to the issues that have been raised by the petition to revoke the conditional release, from the standpoint that information the person, Mr. Pagels, may have on his Facebook account could be from any place, but it may also involve information that purportedly may have come from Ms. Geyser. I don't know that, but I wanted to be able to hear that, and that should be part of the record. So I'll overrule the objection.
We found that there were letters and drawings that she had sent him, a postcard, and he was selling them. He was selling the items.
Were you able to see the drawings that he was purporting were from Ms. Geyser?
Yes.
Were they concerning to you?
Yes.
Why?
They were very dark in nature. I would describe it as a horror type picture.
Excuse me?
Horror.
All right.
I want to show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 1.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
Do you recognize that?
I do.
What is it?
It is a drawing that Morgan has done.
Where did you get it?
Off of Jeffrey Pagel's Facebook page.
Was that one of the items for sale?
Yes.
How was it being was Ms. Geyser's name linked to that piece of art in the sale information?
It was.
Does that look like a fair and accurate copy of the item that you found for sale in this case?
It does.
I'd move Exhibit 1 into evidence.
Any objections?
No.
Received.
And Judge, I can either display it digitally or just have the witness hand you the paper copy of it.
You can display it digitally.
Ms. Whitaker, is the Exhibit 1 on the screen in front of you the same as the paper copy that I handed you?
It is.
Okay. And remind the court again what this is.
That's a drawing that came off of Jeffrey Pagel's Facebook page. He compiled a number of items that he was selling as, he called it the Slender Man package.
Okay, thank you, Madam Clerk. Were you able to ascertain how long Ms. Geyser had been a willful participant in communicating with that individual, JP?
I do not have knowledge on how long the relationship lasted or how long they communicated.
Okay. At a point in time, did you learn any information about JP that was concerning as it related to sexual behavior?
Yes.
And what was that?
In speaking, we were very open about this topic with Ms. Geyser during the meetings, you know, as it's a great risk as she comes into the community, and she was aware, and she recalled that he would get sexual gratification from her index offense, and I believe that there were letters written back and forth.
Is that information something that Ms. Geyser told you during a meeting?
She did tell us that, yes.
Okay. Is that, as far as you're aware, is that information something that she had worked on in therapy or with her treatment team to that point?
I was not sure.
Okay. Was that concerning that you didn't know the answer to that?
Yes,
Why?
because it tells me that there's an unknown risk.
When you first strike that, the Exhibit 1, you testified that the bulk of the information you included is bulleted with numbers. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. So would it be correct that in terms of creating the conditional release plan in this case, one of your first meetings with Ms. Geyser would have been on or about January 17th of this year?
That's correct.
Okay. During that initial meeting, did you learn what Ms. Geyser's preferred pronouns were?
I did.
Still with us, trial attorney Wendy Patrick. Wendy, as we approach the top of the hour, I, of course, want to check in with you, see what your thoughts are, what level this rises to in your mind, finding out things they did not realize about Morgan Geyser and that photo that was published by Jeffrey but came from Geyser.
I want to keep listening. I mean, you talk about the plot thickening as we learn more and more about what was going on when she's supposed to be improving her chances for being a safe, responsible citizen in the community. I mean, we learn a lot about the company we keep, don't we? It's like, you know, your parents always tell you, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Well, that type of a prediction doesn't bode well here, paired with the novel she was permitted to read. And now with this witness basically gave us something to really consider. And you bet the judge is going to cite this back in his ruling. She presents an unknown risk. It is hard enough to manage known risks. So this information is just becoming more complicated and no doubt more concerning to a judge seeking to decide what to do with her now.
Yeah, it is more concerning. And Wendy, as we're hearing this unfold, remember, she was young. Just quickly comment on the fact, I think she was 12, if I'm remembering correctly,
12.
at the time
That's
this
right.
happened. Does that matter to you? I know we have like 5 seconds.
Yes, but is the way I'll leave this as a cliffhanger. It also matters what she's doing now. Because
That's what she's doing now.